me just fish these out.
Set in my ways, I am changing. Every single move you're making. Sense of analyzed predictions, far beyond the comprehension. I've been tortured with arriving. Thoughts that stop the star from shining. Kill me now before I'm sober, so I die before it's over. My skin's dying because you're under it. I'm done lying to myself for this, for all the wondering, believing that it's making me weak. I'll fade away and classify myself as
Sorry, just cycling through.
You're fine, I'm still on the intro.
Set in my stone, I am changing. Every other move you're making. Sense of dramatized inflictions that intensifies this tension. I've been tortured with denying. Walks on water, semi-blinding. Faith is stronger when I'm sober. I'll survive until it's over. My skin's dying.
Yeah, I was silent on Discord and I have a crap ton to go through. Let's see here.
Save me from this daily despair. Undone, I am reassessing common bonds that are reflecting higher powers waiting out there. Save me from this daily despair. My skin's dying because you're under it. I'm done lying to myself for this, for all the wondering, believing that it's making me weak. I'll fade away and classify myself as obsolete. My skin's dying.
Okay, should be good now.
We're still on the intro, and as I'm sharing on the screen.
And once my brother gets up here, well, he's currently out of the house at the moment, so I'll just have to bring him up to speed that I cannot be bothered at the moment. By the way, I was playing Go format with a few friends of mine on Master Duel last night, or at least the Go format deck.
Sense of analyzed predictions, far beyond the comprehension. I've been tortured with arriving. Thoughts that stop the star from shining. Kill me now before I'm sober, so I die before it's over. My skin's dying because you're under it. Set in my stone, I am changing every other move you're making. Sense of dramatized infliction that intensifies this tension. I've been tortured with denying walks on water, semi-blinding. Faith is stronger when I'm sober. I'll survive until it's over. My skin's dying because you're under it. I'm done lying to myself. All this for all the wonder and believing that it's making me weak. I'll fade away and classify myself as obsolete. In form of separation, pleading for cooperation from the higher powers. Else there save me from this daily despair. Undone, I am reassessing common bonds that are reflecting higher powers waiting out there. Save me from this daily despair. My skin's dying because you're under it. I'm done lying to myself. All this for all the wonder and believing that it's making me weak. I'll fade away and classify myself as obsolete. My skin's dying because you're under it. I'm done lying to myself. All this for all the wonder and believing that it's making me weak. I'll fade away and classify myself as obsolete.
Salutations! Good to be back on the air!
Alright, we are live. Welcome in, everybody. What's up, Chuck? What's up, Chaos?
Greetings, everyone.
Alright. So, today's duels. We'll start with my Sacred Beast deck, actually.
Oh, this is going to go swimmingly then.
So, to start the duel off, my skill card activates in my spell and trap card zone. It is called Victory of the Shadow Riders.
Okay.
So, unfortunately for me, I start the duel with 3 cards instead of 4.
Uh-huh.
But once per turn, I can discard a card and special summon a level 0, a 0 attack, 0 defense fiend monster from my graveyard. 3 cards, not 4.
Shall we roll for turn?
Oh, and actually, I do start with 4 cards. When this skill card is activated, I search my deck for Araya, Lord of Searing Flames, Haman, Strike of Thunder, or Ravia, Lord of Phantasms, and add it to my hand. So I immediately start the game with one of those monsters. And then my deck is shuffled, and then I draw 3.
Oh. Uh-huh. And by default, you already... Oh, I can just feel
Oh wait,
what's
never
about
mind.
to happen
Hang on.
here.
I am misinterpreting this card. So it starts face down. This one flips over at the start of the duel.
Understandable. But why is it in your spell trap zone?
That's the skill card's effect. It is placed in my spell and trap card zone, and then I can flip it up face up, and then get the effect. So I do
Okay.
start with 3 cards instead of 4.
Okay. And then you get to at the start of your. Yeah. I'm seeing it now. I am ready to roll for turn if you are.
At the start of my first turn, I flip this card over. So I roll for a total of 4. It is time to duel, Chuck.
Gotta re-roll the Dark Magician die. 7.
You get to decide.
I'm going first. So, draw for turn. Set 1. Set 2. Normal Jade Knight in defense. Activate my skill card because it's main phase. Go.
I draw. And now, since the beginning of my turn, I activate my skill card, Victory of the Shadow Riders. Now I search my deck for Ravia, Lord of Phantasms, Raya, Lord of Searing Flames, or Haman, Lord of Striking Thunders, and add that card from my deck to my hand. So come forth, Haman, Lord of Striking Thunder.
I'm gonna be honest. I can't unhear the dub and how bad it was. Just Uraya, Lord of Searing Flames. It's like, dude, you don't need to be that dramatic. Like, for real.
I'll set 1 card face down and summon my Giant Orc in attack mode.
Yep.
My Giant Orc will attack your Jade Knight.
Yep, I get a search, and your orc goes into defense.
At the end of my battle phase, you are correct.
It'll be the end of your turn. Let's see. Let's get me B Tiger Jet.
And with that, my turn is over. My Giant Orc is switched to defense mode.
All right, just let me give this deck a good shuffle and a cut.
Hello, Gaming Nanny.
Okay, drop a turn. Upstart.
Thank you for the additional 1,000 life points.
Yes, because you're definitely going to need that. I don't trust your back row, so unfortunately, I'm going to give myself a little bit more of a handicap as much as I don't want to. I'm going to Cosmic Cyclone it.
Hey, Dwardy, welcome to the stream. You have Cosmic Cyclone, my Swamp Mirror.
Oh, thank God. I'm just going to normal B Tiger and swing.
Goodbye, Giant Orc.
Pass.
I draw. And I will set a monster. And pass my turn to you.
Cool. Yep. Draw for turn. Going to normal W-Wing Catapult. I'm going to banish them both. Hello, BW Tiger Catapult. I'm going to use your effect to discard United We Stand to change that monster's battle position. Flip effects of that monster are not activated.
You switch my Grave Protector from defense to attack.
And what does Grave Protector do exactly?
Any monster destroyed by battle is shuffled back into the deck instead.
Okay. How much attack does it have?
0.
Swing for 2K.
I take that 2K, putting me down to 3,000. Ugh. And I don't think
Go.
Grave Protector protects himself from it, so I think he goes to the grave. Because I think he has to be on field to resolve.
Yes, he's one of the floodgate monsters that has to be on the field and is immune to its own effect, unless you're playing more than one copy. If you have a second copy in your deck, then that copy would be shuffled back to deck. Otherwise, it will send itself to graveyard. Little known ruling knowledge for y'all.
I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing, Duarty? Is it my move?
Of course,
I draw.
I could only swing with the new tiger.
With the power of my skill card, Victory of the Shadow Riders, I discard Dark Summoning Beast to summon Dark Summoning Beast.
Okay.
I now use Dark Summoning Beast's special ability. By tributing itself, I can special summon Araya, Lord of Searing Flames, Ravia, Lord of Phantasms, or Haman, Lord of Striking Thunder from my hand or deck. So come to the field, Ravia, Lord of Phantasms.
On summon. Bottomless.
How dare.
Oh, I dare, all right. I know I've played the Sacred Beast in Modern. I know their power.
And with that, my turn comes to an end.
Very well. Draw. Normal Gelago. Now my mechanical assault begins, wiping you out.
Ah, my life points.
I did it, gang. I saved the world from utter destruction. And all it took was sacrificing 6 souls. Why 6 souls? No one knows.
How could it be? My secret beasts were defeated.
By mere toys.
Alright, I'm going to swap skill cards.
Oh no.
This one is a little different.
Is it the better of the two Kagemaru skill cards?
I don't know. It's debatable. I'd say Victory of the Shadow Riders is pretty good. Despite only starting with 3 cards in my hand, it's still pretty strong.
But you wrote up for whichever one you want. If you were able to get Chaos Summoning Beast,
Exactly.
you know, that's a free falling paradise and a monster, which is already like Chaos Summoning by itself is a +2 inherently. Because you go Chaos, Tribute, special the one you searched off Victory.
Exactly.
And then you banish it, get Fallen Paradise. Fallen Paradise, draw 2 off the jump.
Hi, Renee. How you doing? So I have rolled a 7.
Give me a moment. I need to give this deck a good shuffle and cut because I'm only working with a total of 23 cards. So, hand manipulation is, well, yeah, just trying to get a decent hand out of not so great sleeves that I need to replace in time because all of my anime-esque sleeves like this one went to the deck and hiding in here, my pride and my joy. 9. I'm going first again.
At the start of the duel, I flip over my card, unlocking the power.
Okay. What does that do exactly?
So when I special summon Araya, Lord of Searing Flames, Haman, Lord of Striking Thunder, or Ravia, Lord of Phantasms, using the method listed on the card, I can use monsters that are Fiend, continuous spells or continuous traps that are face up for any of them.
Oh,
So if I have 3 fiends on the
so
field and I want to
lets
summon Haman, I can do that.
you cheat for food. Oh, so what you're telling me? It's best to be on my toes.
It is.
Very well. Draw. I am going to set 2 back row, and I am going to normal summon Vic Viper T301, and then before I end my turn, I'm going to activate my skill card in main phase.
That protects your monsters from spell cards, correct?
Yes.
And my move,
Go.
I draw. I will once again summon my giant orc. And I'll put 2 cards face down. And have my giant orc attack your Viper.
I'll take the 800.
How much attack does your Viper have?
12. So I'll take 800.
1,000. Giant orc is 22.
Right, I forgot. Giant Orc's 2200. I keep thinking he has the same stat line as Gene Warped Werewolf. Then again, I don't own a giant orc, so I wouldn't know.
Then at the end of my battle phase, my orc is switched to defense mode, and I end my turn.
Draw. Sorry about that. I've didn't quite sleep last night, so my energy levels chat is a little on the lower side. Plus, I went to war with the contents in here with my brother earlier with his what I like to call war crimes deck of chaos, but it's not chaos summoning, it's the chaos ritual monsters using both Dark Magician and Blue Eyes. Or with how successful he's managed to make that deck, I jokingly call it war crimes. Because the things that he has in that build is terrifying. Anyway, normal X-Head Cannon. I don't trust your back row again, so I'm going to Cosmic. I'm going to Cosmic the card on my left, which is your right.
You have hit my unending nightmare.
Oh God!
The card I did not
If
want
that
you to
resolved, if that resolved, I would have been cooked. But anyway, I'm gonna play a new card in this build to chat. Living Fossil. So I target a level 4 or lower monster in my graveyard, special and equip it, but its effects are negated. So it's bad premature burial. On top of that, if the monster or living fossil is destroyed, the equipped monster is banished. So welcome back, Vic Viper. You will be allocated with equipment via the die. I got to turn on the lamp in my room because I can't tell if it's getting cloudy because of rain or the sun is setting.
No problem.
I don't know. That's a little bit better on my end of the world. So now I'm gonna go to combat. I'm gonna go Vic Viper, swing into Giant Orc.
You have successfully destroyed my giant orc, for now.
And then I'm gonna go X-Head Cannon, blast you away for 18.
My life points.
Your move.
I draw. And I'll play my Monster Reborn to bring back my giant orc.
I'm gonna bottomless it.
You would. I will then set a card, and then my
Gosh
turn.
dang right, I will. All right, let's see. Draw for turn. I'm gonna tighten the screws. activate Mage Power. And you know what? I'm going to equip it to T301. So now it has 2200 attack and 1800 defense. I'm going to switch X head cannon to defense mode, and I'm going to attempt to swing at you for 2200 in game.
I'll activate my swap mirror, special summoning it in defense mode,
Does
and
it
I will
have,
choose speed.
Is its defense 1800? Because I plan on redeclaring the attack.
Attack is 1800, defense is 1000.
Okay, I'm gonna swing again. I'm gonna redirect that attack to Swamp Mirror.
Goodbye, my mirror.
And pass.
I draw. And that is unfortunately game for me. I activate Fallen Paradise
Really?
and end my turn.
All right, drop a turn. You know what? If you would allow me, which actually no, I'm not gonna switch him to attack. I'm gonna normal Y Dragon Head. We're gonna Union combine. We're gonna go X Head Dragon Cannon. And then I'm going to XY Dragon Cannon, discard, target, and destroy Fallen Paradise.
Goodbye, Fallen Paradise.
And then XY Dragon Cannon swings for game.
That is game.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't know why
I
this
bricked
deck
that
is
duel.
all of a sudden running a lot better.
I bricked that game. My starting hand was Null and Void, Polymerization, Unending Nightmare, and Monster Reborn. And then I top deck Giant Orc.
But no, I don't know why all of a sudden I cut this thing down to 23 cards and all of a sudden it wants to play nice with me. I don't know. I have no idea what's going on. But while you switch over decks, I have a few message notifications I got to check on.
Alright, no problem. I have rolled an 8 this time.
All right, one moment.
Hey, Miss Cause, how you doing? Welcome to the stream.
Ten.
You have won every die roll and every game so far.
Genesis, don't jinx it.
Oh, I'ma jinx it.
So you mean to tell me that this might be the duel in which I get in which I get a certain monstrosity out, right? And then I'm going to lose. It's like the Master Duel session in which I was playing my goat deck against in a goat match, right? I resolve, no joke, because I had because of how goat works. I resolve Pot of Greed 4 times and lose. The next
wow.
game, I do not activate a single draw card at all, and I floor my opponent and friend. How?
So are you going first or second?
I'm gonna go first, and for some reason, I'm starting to think that I might need to do a little better shuffle job. but that's all right. I'll work with it. Normal V Tiger Jet in defense, set to pass.
I draw.
It's either it's either all of a sudden my deck is finally playing nice with me, or or these sleeves are just that poor that I need to replace them.
I'll activate
Because you'll
Upstart
find out.
Goblin. This card will allow you to gain 1,000 life points while I draw one card.
Wing, 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 wing. Wait, is this your ancient gear deck? I sense
It is not.
Dr.
I
Crowler in
activate
that tone.
Call of the Mummy.
Oh no!
Now I special summon my Vampire Retainer. And when Vampire Retainer is special summoned, I can pay 500 life points. To add one spell card or trap card from my deck to my hand that mentions Vampire.
Very well.
I add Vampire's Domination.
Yes, yes. I did not realize I was running into the Twilight community.
But that's not all. I then summon my Vampire Ghost. And when Vampire Ghost is normal summoned, I can send one other Vampire card from my hand or field to the graveyard and add one level 4 or higher Vampire monster from my deck to my hand. So goodbye, Vampire Retainer, and say hello to the Vampire Lord. And now I can send one level 2 or lower Vampire from my deck to the graveyard. So I'll be sending Vampire Familiar to the graveyard.
You didn't see that card. I didn't realize I was twirling it out of boredom and on screen. Sorry, chat. Sorry.
Now, by sending my Vampire Ghost to the graveyard, I can special summon my Vampire Familiar by paying 500 life points.
This can only end one way.
Now, Vampire Familiar allows me to add a Vampire monster from my deck to my hand. Come to my hand, Vampire's Curse. Now, by banishing my Ghost, I can have an additional normal summon of a Vampire monster. Now, by tributing my Vampire Familiar, I summon Vampire Lord. And now by banishing my Vampire Lord, I summon Vampire Genesis.
Actually, no, I'll bottomless it. I was gonna bottomless Lord, but I was a little too early on the draw.
How do you always have bottomless on turn 1?
Don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like, this is only 23 cards, and I need to do a better shuffle job. Because what I have next is funny, and I don't know what's going on. I don't. Like, why is it that my Dueltaining deck is playing nice with me when I'm not in character? And whenever I am in character, no, you don't get to do.
Well, that is the end of my turn.
Chat, trying to keep myself family friendly. Yeah, no, Cosmic on the set.
Which gets rid of my Vampire Domination.
What I mean? Oh, blast. Anyway, draw for turn. I'm gonna switch Tiger Jet to attack, swing for 16, go. Oh god, I just put the Vampire deck down to 1400 and I barely had to do anything.
I special summon.
So here comes the inevitable fall.
With Call of the Mummy.
And thus begins the fall. This always happens with me.
And then I'll summon my Vampire Lady. Vampire's Curse will attack your V-Tiger Jet.
How much attack?
2,000.
I'll take 4.
And then with Vampire Lady, she'll attack you directly for 1550.
Yup. So that's 1950, 2150. Okay, what am I sending to Graveyard with Lady's effect?
With Vampire Lady, it deals damage. I can declare a monster, spell, or trap. So I'll declare you will send a monster from your deck to the graveyard.
Well, truth be told, little bit of a bad idea because I sent Vic Viper T301. Thanks for the free shuffle, though.
And with that, my turn is over.
Oh,
I get first turn Vampire Genesis, and you're like bottomless.
bottomless. It's like, yeah, meme card, go. Bottomless. Draw for turn. Yeah, no, I'm going to activate my skill card in case you want to get funny. Normal X head. Combat. X head. Swing into lady. Damage step special from grave. For 3k on that attack.
So I take 1450.
Which after the 1600 and the
game.
fact that you put your that's yeah, I don't know what's going on, man. I'm not seeing any of my I'm not call me a Belmont because I just slain a vampire. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. If I see like if I don't get my combo cards in this or my draw cards or anything, deck wants to play nice. But the moment I do, no, you're gonna stop having fun.
I have rolled a 10
What's
this
going
time.
on here? Well, okay. I jokingly say this, but chat, take account of how many duels I open cosmic and or bottomless. It's been 3 in a row. Will this be a 4th? And will I actually be able to get some draw power? Because
I
for
have
some
rolled a 10 this
bloody
time.
reason, I heard you. Don't worry. I just needed to get my deck a good extra shuffle, because good lord. The first die roll I lose.
So then I will declare I go first.
You can't make this up. I can't make this up. My god.
I'll activate my Upstart Goblin. This allows you to gain 1,000 life points while I get to draw one card.
Yeah, sounds about right.
I'll then summon my Vampire Ghost. And when my Vampire Ghost is summoned, I can send a Vampire card from my hand or field to the graveyard to add a level 4 or higher Vampire monster from my deck to my hand. So I will send
Very
the
well.
Vampire Lady to the graveyard.
I will be able to hear you from my kitchen, but I gotta go get me a drink. I'll be right back.
This allows me to add my Vampire Lord. And now I can send a vampire that's level 1 or 2 to the grave. And I'll be sending Vampire Retainer. Now, by sending Vampire Ghost to the graveyard, I can special summon my Vampire Retainer by paying 500 life points. Hey, Double J, Double D, welcome to the stream.
Double J.
And now, Vampire Retainer will allow me to add a Vampire spell trap from my deck to my hand. Come forth, Vampire Domination. Now, by banishing my Vampire Ghost, I can have an additional normal summon of a Vampire monster. Come forth once more, Vampire Lord.
Yes, yes.
I'll then activate my skill card, Delicious Morsel. Then, now, during the end phase of a vampire monster has dealt damage to you, I gain life points, equal to half the battle damage that was dealt. I'll then set 2 cards face down and end my turn.
Now I'm going to be honest. If I don't remove the domination, I lose. You know, your upstarts have been helping me. Cosmic again. This time, the spell trap on your right, on your left, which is my right.
I'll be chaining my Vampire Domination to negate your card. You still pay the 1,000 life points.
I at least get that off the table. Where does that put you now? 2,500?
Vampire Domination does not cost me any life points.
Okay, so you're still at 3,500. The good news is, Dark World Dealings.
We'll both draw a card and discard a card.
Yes.
I'll be discarding Vampire's Desire.
Discard V Tiger Jet. Upstart.
Well, thank you for the additional 1,000 life points.
Indeed. I am going to summon Cyber Phoenix in defense mode and set 1 card face down and pass to you.
I draw.
Now I know it's in your hand.
I activate
Show me the Genesis.
Allure of Darkness. This card allows me to draw 2 cards as long as I banish a dark monster from my hand. And if I cannot, I have to discard my entire hand.
So
I will banish Vampire. I will banish Vampire Red Baron. Then I'll activate Burial from a Different Dimension to send all 3 of my banished cards to the graveyard.
Yes, get their effects off.
I activate Book of Life. Oh wait, you don't have a monster in your graveyard, do you?
Banish the V Tiger Jet.
Okay, yeah. So I banish your V Tiger Jet.
I discarded it off. Discarded it off Dark World Dealings.
Come back to the field. Vampire Red Baron.
I don't know what I'd find more annoying, the Baron or the Lord. I will rid the world of this curse soon enough.
And do you have a monster on the field by chance?
Cyber Phoenix in defense mode.
I will use the effect of my Vampire Red Baron. By paying 1,000 life points, I switch control of my Vampire Lord and your Cyber Phoenix.
It will be in defense mode.
Now, Vampire Red Baron, attack the Vampire Lord, dealing 400 points of damage.
No, you won't. Shadow spell on the Baron.
I see. Bringing its
And
attack points
no
down to
more
1,700.
for him. And no more attacking or changing battle position for him. He's on timeout.
With that, my turn is over.
Draw. Remind me, Red Baron's effect. Is it permanent?
It is.
I'll give you what you want with the extra draw of Cyber Phoenix, but it is going to cost you. I normal summon X Head Cannon in attack mode. And I'll flip over my skill card. So if you happen to have any, by chance, any shenanigans involving spells, not anymore. And to add some extra pressure, I'm going to put you on a little bit of a doomsday clock. XYZ combine. Now, I'm going to combat. Vampire Lord will swing into your Red Baron for 300. Now, if I recall correctly, I can declare a card type and you must send that card from your deck with Lord's effect, yes?
Yes, a monster, spell, or trap.
I'm going to punish you extra. Send a spell. I'm not going to allow any of this
Goodbye, Call of the
domain
Mummy.
or desires nonsense. I will not allow this nonsense to go on further. Unfortunately, with a board state like this, I must take a card and give a card. X-Head Cannon attacks into Cyber Phoenix. Go
Allow me to
ahead
draw
and
a
get
card.
your draw. Personally, I believe it should still check if it's in my graveyard, but that's the anime effect.
My move,
My turn is over.
I draw. I will play Foolish Burial to send my Vampire
Yes.
Sorcerer to the graveyard.
Yes. Get your sorcery. Dead mages.
Now, by banishing my Vampire Sorcerer, I can summon a vampire monster without tributes this turn.
Yes.
Come to the field, Vampire's Curse.
A little stronger than the Lord. And I'm aware of your little interaction with the Lord. Should it be destroyed, it will go to your graveyard and resurrect itself at the start of your next turn.
I'll set
I
one
am
card face down.
fully.
And by banishing my Vampire Ghost, I can get an additional normal summon of a vampire monster. So I'll be summoning the Vampire Baby in
Yes.
defense mode. And with that, I shall end my turn.
Yes. That's all. This shall be done soon enough. I set one card and I go to combat. Lord, swing into the curse.
You suicide them both, so Vampire Lord goes to my graveyard.
And it will resurrect itself at the start of the next turn, since it was destroyed by a battle.
Just a curse, but with an additional 500-point boost.
Oh. So now I have to send another card type.
No, you did not deal damage to me. They both have 2,000 attack points.
Right. X-Head swing into the baby.
Goodbye, Vampire Baby.
Pass.
I draw. And on my standby phase, my Vampire's Curse comes back with an additional 500-point boost, bringing it up to
I'll
2,500.
change our breed to its activation. Right.
What?
Sorry, in response to Curse's resurrection, I drew Jar of Greed and accidentally looked at the top card of my deck. So, have to shuffle. Gotta keep them standards, don't you know?
And what is on your field?
Just the X-Head Cannon.
Vampire's Curse. Attack the X-Head Cannon.
I'll take 700.
And with that, my turn is over.
Draw. I know you won't be able to stop what is next. I activate Living Fossil, equipping it to X-Head Cannon. But it's not staying around for long. Normal Y Dragon Head for Union Combine. Under normal circumstances, the Living Fossil would have banished the X-Head Cannon anyway. But I'm here for the long haul. XY Dragon Cannon, and now XYZ gets me Z Metal Tank. Such a glorious day. Special in defense. And now I shall return XY Dragon Cannon to return my X and Y. But I think you know what happens next. XYZ Dragon Cannon shall now come down to the field. However, I know what kind of chicanery your deck is capable of, so I'm not going to do anything. If I swing into the curse again, it'll just come back with 3,000 attack. I can't afford such a thing. Not at the moment.
Vampire's Curse were to come back with 2,500, because it would reset back to 2,000.
Really? I was not aware of that interaction. So you know what? Before I end my turn and to take that back, I'm going to swing into it for 300 damage.
You activate my forceful checkpoint. When you declare an attack with a monster, I can look at your hand and then discard a card and negate the attack.
I have no cards, so you can't negate the attack. Because it's a discard and then effect.
You are correct.
And because I have no cards. And because I have no, I'm just explaining it for our chat room. And because I have no cards in my hand, he can't discard and negate the attack. So he'll take the 300 regardless. Your end shall come soon enough.
My move. My Vampire's Curse returns to the field in defense mode. I'll then set the card
Very
face
well.
down and end my turn.
I draw. I end.
No attack. I end my turn. It looks like
Trust me.
you declare that you want
I
to end the duel by deck out.
Who said I was? Truthfully, I'm merely playing the long game. Let's see if you're capable of such.
Well, considering I just drew my last card.
As promised, I shall vanquish the knight. Is that all?
My turn is over.
Wrong. The time has come. I will now activate XYZ Dragon Cannon's effect a total of 3 times, destroying all 3 of your cards.
Wait, how did you have no
discarding
cards?
one at a
Wait, how did you have no cards to 3?
draw, pass, draw, pass, draw.
That was one turn.
Oh, well, no, because last turn, draw, pass, didn't attack. I'm over. Then it was my turn again, draw, pass, didn't attack.
No, it was only been one
you
turn.
drew your last card. It's only been one turn? I thought you drew. I thought you went. I thought we already had like 2 turns of not doing anything.
You
Shit.
attacked
Let
my Vampire's
me
Curse.
correct that then.
Well,
Right,
technically
right.
been 2 turns because you attacked Vampire's Curse. I drew a card. I set a card.
Yeah, so the mage power, the card I was going to discard is already in my hand. So that we're still on that, and I got to reshuffle because I already looked at the top card of my deck. Gentleman's rule. Okay. Then I will use. Okay, then never mind. I'm going to. I'm still going to just take out both your monsters. I'm going to first discard with mage power, destroying the set
My Vampire
monster.
Awakening. Oh, the set monster. My Vampire Familiar.
Set monster. Yeah. And then I'm going to discard again to destroy curse. And now I'm going to attempt to swing for 28 end game.
I have 3250, so it is not game.
Oh shit!
I'm down to
But
450
deck
life
out.
points. You end your turn and I lose because I have no cards left in deck.
Either way, the knight was going to be slain soon enough. Damn! If I just had the monster reborn in this deck,
Yeah, that's the problem
could have
with
been able
this
to
deck.
burial from a
There's
different
no
dimension.
recycle cards.
Outside of Jar of Avarice,
There's no Jar of Avarice in this deck.
unless you put that out. I would say, oh, for you, I was referring to me too as well.
I'm
It's
talking
like
about
the
myself.
only recycled card I've got is Jar of Avarice.
There is no recycle card aside from Burial from a different dimension.
Okay, have you considered testing with the spell card Thought of Acquisitiveness at all?
No.
Understandable. I mean, it does recycle 3 to attack and draw you 1, so it's like a cantrip that actually does matter. Imagine that.
I have rolled a 4. But I rolled double, so I roll again. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. Monopoly. Oh God, my mindset of Monopoly is terrible. I'm an awful businessman.
Let's see if I can turn my luck around here.
6. I'm going first.
At the start of the duel, I flip over the dragon hunting swordsman.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's the Dark Paladin deck. Oh yeah, I remember the off-screen session we had with Soup. That did not end well. One moment. Go back to call. Back to message because phone wants to be extra touchy today. There we go. Okay. Draw for turn. I'm going to set a monster, set a back row, go.
I draw. I activate. Well, actually, I summon my skilled dark magician.
Oh, here we go.
I activate. Spell Power Grasp. This puts a spell counter on my skilled dark magician, and skilled dark magician gets another spell counter by his own effect whenever a spell card is activated.
Yep.
And then Spell Power Grasp adds another copy of Spell Power Grasp from my deck to my hand.
Yep. Which allows you to max out turn 1.
Next, I activate
To summon everyone's
Emblem of Dragon
to be able to
Destroyer.
summon
Emblem of Dragon Destroyer allows me to add Buster Blader from
no.
my deck to my hand.
You have it turn 1.
It appears so.
Oh God.
But how much do you want to bet that's a bottomless face down?
I'm gonna tell you now, no. But I bloody wish it was.
I tribute my skilled
Because
dark magician. Come forth.
Because as soon
Dark
as that
magician.
Buster Blader hits the graveyard, it's like
Now with the
I'm
power
cooked.
of my skill card, the Dragon Hunting Swordsman, I fuse my Dark Magician along with my Buster Blader. Come forth, Dark Paladin.
I forgot the skill was a fusion spell. And because there's a Buster Blader in your graveyard, everything on my side of the field becomes dragon,
Everything
which
in your
shuts off
graveyard
my
becomes
skill
dragon.
card I activated. Everything engraved.
Dark Paladin, attack!
Sure, I'll
with
take
Dark
the
Magic Slash.
By the way, your video froze on my end of the call. But you swung into my Cyber Phoenix, so I get to draw a card.
Alright, let me... Is it back?
Yeah, we're good. But yeah, I forgot that, that monster, that, yeah, let's see here, draw
My
for
turn is
turn,
over.
normal Jade Knight in defense, go.
I draw. By paying 1,000
I
life
literally
points, I activate my Dark Magic Veil. This allows me to resurrect my Dark Magician.
Yup. Yup.
Dark Magician. Dark Magic Attack.
Yep. I get a light level 4 machine monster, and that puts your Dark Paladin at 3,900. I'll get Vic Viper T301 to hand.
Dark Paladin. Swing for 3,900. With Dark Magic Slash.
I live.
By 100.
By 100, yes.
And with that, I end my turn.
Okay. I have the miracle combo, but I just have one problem. You have 3 cards in hand.
That is correct.
If this does not go off, I lose. So, you know what? I'm going to set 1 and attempt to activate Cosmic Cyclone on my own spell trap.
That would kill you.
Oh shit, I can't activate it anyway.
Yeah.
So you know what? Nope, it's game. No matter what I do, you weren't gonna let this slide no matter what. Because that would have been all 3 discards on.
It's not over till the last card is
Power
played.
United. That's skill, though. I hate it.
It's a once per duel.
So
There's
freaking
that.
much. Why? It's like, why is it doubling as a fusion spell? And it says, "Oh yeah, your opponent's graveyard becomes dragon." It's like, why? That's unnecessary.
Your graveyard only becomes dragon while Buster Blader or Dark Paladin is on the field.
In which case, and it's like, oh, by the way, in order to guarantee that effect, we tacked on making a fusion spell effect. It's like, for one guy.
It's a once per duel effect.
Very, very true. But I'm talking about the overall value of the skill. Like, in terms of its overall value and effectiveness in a game, it's like, I'm going to determine the outcome of this right now.
I have rolled a 7.
Ten. I'll let you go first.
I draw. And I'll start things off with my Summoner's Art. This allows me to add a level 5 or higher normal monster from my deck to my hand. Come to my hand, Dark Magician.
Already with the nonsense.
Now, by paying 1,000 life points, I play Dark Magic Veil to special summon my Dark Magician.
Already with the nonsense.
But my Dark Magician will not be staying on the field, for I tribute him for Dark Red Enchanter. This card gets 2 spell counters when he's summoned. But
and he can remove.
I can discard cards from your hand, correct.
I was gonna say be able to pop back row, but then I remembered you can remove a spell counter whenever it destroys a monster by battle to pitch a card out of my hand.
So I will remove both
This
spell
presents-
counters to discard one card from your hand. Is it my choice or your
Actually,
choice?
no.
One random card.
Okay, so get one of your D6.
Better yet, I have a D4.
Okay. I forgot you and I are D&D players.
I have rolled a 4.
So it'll be 1, 2, 3. This card is discarded. It is V Tiger Jet.
Now I activate my skill card, Ultimate Wizardry, which will put a spell counter back on my Dark Red Enchanter, bringing its attack points back to 2,000. Then I'll use the Ultimate Wizardry's effect once again, putting Dark Red Enchanter up to 2,200.
All right, so now you're going to get yourself a D6 ready. 1 to 2, 3 to 4, 5 to 6, because I know you're going to activate that effect again.
I am not. I am going to end my turn.
Cool. So 2,200?
2,200.
Draw. Set 1. Activate double summon. Normal Z. Normal X. Union combine. For XZ tank cannon. And swing into Red Enchanter for 200.
XZ Tank Cannon has 24.
Yep.
It does.
You may refer to your own union. Let's say you may refer to your own union deck if you wish.
Goodbye, Dark Red Enchanter, and I take 200.
Yep. Go.
I draw. I summon Breaker the Magical Warrior in defense mode. And I'll pop his spell counter to destroy your set card.
It was Shadow Spell.
I'll then play Spell Power Grasp, giving him his spell counter back and allowing me to add Spell Power Grasp from my deck to my hand.
Yep. God, could you imagine if Breaker was a quick effect?
And with that, I will end my turn.
Cool. Draw. Set 1, tank cannon, swing into Breaker.
Goodbye, Breaker the Magical Warrior.
Go.
I draw. I set a monster, and I end my turn.
On your end phase, I activate Jar of Greed. Now, I draw for turn. I'm not going to do this. I'm going to normal Drillago. Drillago will swing into the face down.
You've attacked Old Vindictive Magician, which will destroy your fusion monster.
I knew you were going to do that. Go.
I draw. I have to end my turn.
Draw. Normal summon. W Wing Catapult. 1629. Pass.
Wait, what?
So I'm attacking directly with both. So 16 first, 2,900 total damage.
That is game. I'm at 28.
Damn. By the way, I held on the Dark Bolt dealings. What was my draw off dealings? Funny. Hilarious.
Getting rid of Dark Red Enchanter that early on kind of screwed me.
I mean, I bet. It's like, honestly, if I just had Union Hanger in this deck, then getting to where I want to be in terms of summoning my actual ace in the hole would actually be doable. On a serious note, though, Konami, why did you not make X-Head Cannon or V Tiger Jet searchable with Union Hanger?
I
Because you
have
could have
rolled a
said,
6.
cool, because you could have said, add a union or a monster listed on a union that you summoned, and then you could have just gone about your way. But no, no, you just decided, yeah, we're gonna search unions only, leaving it like. And if you're playing an old school deck like this, and this is just a common criticism I've always had, it's like, yeah, um, it's like, yeah, you're forced to play bricks that you can't do anything about. Just had to give this deck a good shuffle. Now, I will warn you, chat, my phone battery's just a little bit low, so I don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to hang around for dueling. I rolled an 8.
You decide.
I'm going to go first. Okay, draw per turn. I'm going to use this to deduce what you're playing. I activate Dark World Dealings.
I draw a card.
Draw. And I discard.
I discard Magical Marionette.
I discard Cosmic Cyclone. Activate XYZ Combine. Activate Upstart. You gain 1,000. Normal Drillago. Pass.
I draw. I summon my Berry Magician Girl.
Oh, here we go.
And when Berry Magician Girl is summoned, I can add a Magician Girl from my deck to my hand. Come to my hand, Chocolate Magician Girl.
Yep, here we go.
You duel me with fruit.
It's your funeral.
I'll then set
Whoa,
one
so,
card face down and end my turn.
Draw. I'm sorry, I just had to quote that movie. So, you're going to battle me with a football and an elf. Then it's your funeral. You know what? No, I'm not going to do anything because I know for a fact you have the Attack Negator Magician Girl in hand, and I'm not going to do this. Pass.
I draw.
You are not going to get the Batista treatment. You are not going to get what you want. Get what you want.
Do you have any cards in your spell trap card zone?
Just XYZ combined.
I summon Breaker the Magical Warrior.
Yep, it's gone. Goodbye. Goodbye, XYZ combined.
Goodbye, XYZ Combine. I remove my spell counter to destroy your XYZ Combine.
Already ahead of you.
Then I play my skill card, Ultimate Wizardry, putting my spell counter back on my Breaker.
Oh, boy. Sure, I'll take the 300 from Drillago.
Breaker the Magical Warrior, attack Drillago.
Yep.
And then Berry Magician Girl, attack him directly for 400.
Yes, 400 damage. Drop a turn. That might come in handy. Set 1. Normal Z Metal Tank. Activate Double Summon. normal W wing catapult in defense, and because my skill card is activated it during my main phase. I keep forgetting to just do that. Brain, why are you not functioning right now? Um, since I have nothing to fear in terms of your back row, I'm going to attempt to swing into the child we call Barry Magician Girl.
When Barry Magician Girl is
With
targeted
Metal
for an
Tank.
attack, I can use her special ability.
Cool.
I can change this card's battle position and special summon a Magician Girl monster from my deck. So Barry Magician Girl will be switched to defense.
Yep.
And Dark Magician Girl will be special summoned to the field.
Ah, yes. Yes.
And now, since the number of monsters on the field have changed, you can redeclare your attack.
Still a swinging into Barry. Go.
Goodbye, Barry.
And go.
I draw. I will then summon my Chocolate Magician Girl. And now, by discarding a card, I get to draw a card.
Cool. Neat.
I'll then equip Disposable Learner Device on my Dark Magician Girl. She'll now gain 200 attack for every monster in my graveyard, and I have 3, bringing her up to 2,600.
By the way, your camera froze again.
Alright. Let me fix that. Is it fixed?
Yep, we're good. So, disposable learner device on Dark Magician Girl,
Correct.
sitting at 2,900.
26.
Gotcha.
With Breaker the Magical Warrior, I'll remove his spell counter to dispose of your back row.
It was Shadow Spell. There was.
Ultimate Wizardry will put a spell counter back on Breaker.
Good lord, man.
What monsters are in your field again? Hey,
W
Nope,
Wing
how you
Catapult in defense, Z Metal Tank in attack.
Alright. Breaker the Magical Warrior, attack the defense position monster.
Goodbye, W Wing.
Dark Magician Girl, attack Z Metal Tank.
Yep. I'll take 1,100 from that, so that's 1,800 I've taken so far.
And then Chocolate Magician Girl will attack you directly for 1,600, bringing you down to 600.
Yeah, but I drew too quickly. Whoops.
And with that, my turn is over.
Forgot. Yeah, I surrender on this one. Would have been nice if it was about 2 turns early. Okay. Again, like the same exact issue I was just talking about actively showed up again. I resolve, draw spells, I lose. But if I don't resolve them, I win handily. What? That's not how card design. That's not how a card game that lets you draw cards to get more resources. That's not supposed to work. Like, I'm not supposed to be broke AF and look poor in the community in terms of card advantage and win the duel. Huh? That doesn't make any sense. Not only that.
What's up, the prosecutor?
Unfortunately.
Did you see this terrible TikTok videos of TMC getting mercilessly bullied? I have not.
Who?
Yeah, I have not seen that, the prosecutor. Nope.
I'm sorry, what TikTok content are we talking about?
It's a guy in the comment section talking to me.
I know, but I'm curious of something about TMZ being bullied.
TMC, not Z.
Gotcha.
I have rolled. I did not roll yet. I have rolled a 4.
7. I'm going first. Draw. Step 1. Activate Dark World Dealings. Draw. I'm going to discard Drillago.
I will discard Metaverse.
Set another card. Normal Jade Knight in defense. Activate my skill card before the turn is over and pass.
I draw. Come to the field once more, Berry Magician Girl. And I'll set 2
Yes.
cards face down and end my turn.
On your end step, Cosmic. On the spell on your left.
You got rid of Wall of Disruption.
Okay. Draw for turn. Okay. I'm going to switch Jade Knight to attack mode. Now machine monsters I control with 1200 or less attack cannot be destroyed by trap effects. I'm going to normal Vic Viper T301. So now Jade Knight's at 2200 attack and 3000 defense. And I'm going to attempt to have T301 swing it into Berry Magician Girl.
Berry Magician Girl's effect will activate, changing her to defense mode and special summoning my Chocolate Magician Girl.
How much attack does she have?
1600.
In response to the summon of Chocolate Bottomless. Game number 5. Give it up for game number 5.
Goodbye, Chocolate Magician Girl.
And then on attack redeclaration, T301 will still swing into Berry.
Activate Wabaku.
Ton of them. Go.
I draw. I play Hammer
Why is it that
I can't. I can't do
Hammer
that. Your cards are protected from spell effects.
Someone forgot Someone forgot that my machines were magic proof. It's like the D&D rule effects of Duelist Kingdom. It's like machines are unaffected by spell and spellcaster and magic cards. It's funny. God bless Duel Links and Speed Duels for giving us the dumbest anime rules.
I switch Berry Magician Girl back to attack mode and end my turn.
Sure. Draw for turn. Okay. We're going to do this song and dance again. T301 swing into Berry.
Berry Magician Girl will special summon a monster from my deck. And it will be Apple Magician Girl.
And Apple searches you a Magician Girl on summon.
When she's declared for an attack.
Gotcha. Does she summon from the hand?
She does.
I'm trying to remind myself. Okay, I'm trying to remind myself which ones do what.
And that. Yeah, she does summon from the hand.
Okay, so on attack redeclaration, T301 will swing into Berry Magician Girl.
And Berry is now destroyed.
And then Jade Knight with 2200 will swing into Apple.
And she will allow me to special summon a level 5 or lower spellcast type monster from my hand. Your attack target is switched to that monster, and your attack is halved.
Oh, joy.
So come forth, Lemon Magician Girl.
How much attack does she have?
800, but when she is declared for an attack target, I can special summon one spellcast type monster from my hand. Its effects are negated. Oh, wait. Yeah, her effects are negated. So she's at 800. I'm special summoning her in defense mode.
What's her defense value?
Also, 600.
Okay, so with Jade Knight with 1100 attack will now swing into the one you summoned off Apple, because
Goodbye, Lemon.
Apple's ruling says so. Yeah, Lemon. Pass.
Hi, Leon. How you doing? I draw. I switch Apple Magician Girl to defense mode.
Got it.
And then I'll set 2 cards face down and end my turn.
Draw for turn. Going to set one. And T301 will attempt to swing into Apple Magician Girl.
When Apple Magician Girl is destroyed by battle, I can target up to 3 Magician Girls with different names from my graveyard and add them to my hand. So come back to my hand, Lemon and Berry.
Okay. And now Jade Knight will attempt to swing for 2200.
I take the 22.
Go.
I draw. Do you have anything face down in the back row?
Just this set.
I activate Night Beam.
Yep, it's my Jar of Avarice, which I couldn't activate anyway because I had 4 cards in grave. At least this one was bluffed. Hallelujah.
Come back to the field, Berry Magician Girl. And with that, my turn is over.
I will soon get this song and dance done in time.
Thank you guys for the 15 likes.
So, yes, thank you. Anyway, I know you're running out of targets in deck.
You've only seen 4 of my Magician Girls.
And as far as I know, you play all 5. So Kiwi's the one missing. I know she's in the deck.
Are you forgetting about Dark Magician Girl?
She was a given.
So
That's
that's
why
6.
I said you're running out of targets. So now, I'm going to set one again. Battle phase. T301, swing into Berry.
Berry Magician Girls, the battle position is changed. And now come forth Dark Magician Girl.
On attack declaration, Vic Viper T301 will swing into Berry again. And then Jade Knight will swing into Dark Magician Girl for 200.
Goodbye, my Dark Magician Girl.
Pass.
I draw. I summon Maiden of Macrobee. And I equip
Ooh.
her with Disposable Learner Device. Now she gains 200 attack for every monster in my graveyard. And since I have 3, that's 600.
Where is
She's now up.
and where is she at now?
She's at 2,300.
On resolution of the equip shadow spell.
Well, that's not very nice.
Do you know what deck I play? Do you know what character I'm playing as? It's kind of a given that I'm not a nice person. Now, if only there was a good, high level, light machine monster I could use as a payoff. That's not a fusion.
With that, I activate my skill card, Ultimate Wizardry, putting her a spell counter. And then I use Wizardry
Okay.
effect again to give her another spell counter. She gets 200 attack per spell counter.
So she went from 23 to 16 back to 2000, correct?
Correct.
Okay. My move?
Your move.
Draw. Normal Y dragon head. And thanks to my T301, it is at a cool 2700 attack. Y dragon head will swing into your spellcaster for 700 damage.
And Disposable Learner Device will reset itself to my field.
T301 will swing for 1200.
And that is game.
I'll admit, chat, I can't hang around anymore. My phone is close to dead. I'm at 18%. So unfortunately, guys, I gotta call it a night.
Alright, we'll see if
Soup is
Soup
available. He should be, but yeah, no, that was fun. I was not expecting to have a complete turnaround. Debating if I should cut Dark World Dealings again. Because I've noticed that the duels that I did resolve Dark World Dealings, I did lose. Embarrassingly. I don't know why. But yeah, no, I had fun, Genesis. Did you?
I had fun. I have lost a lot more duels than I did last time, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Luck was not on my side this time.
But we have no. Truthfully, luck's not really on anyone's side. It's just what she it's just what Lady Luck feels like doing. And if she says tonight you're gonna have a bad night, then tonight you're gonna have a bad night. There's not really much of anything you could do about it.
Which is Lady Luck not being on your side.
Exactly. You get it now. Not gonna lie, I was not expecting to maneuver myself in the vampire matchup as well as I did. Like, because if we played a modern deck, I'll be honest, vampire is one of my most hated matchups.
Yeah, I couldn't play most
Simply
of the new
because-
vampire spells. Or traps.
Understandable. Well,
Or
the
monsters.
thing is with me is like the thing is for me, it's not the fact that they have access to that. There's a particular little douchebag boss monster we like to call Doom King Baylor Drock.
Yeah, he's a
And
thing.
it can just it can just keep recycling itself over and over and over. And even if you do try to banish it, look at that vampire have multiple ways to bring back a banished zombie.
They do indeed.
And then they're like, oh, by the way, activate zombie world so no one gets fun.
Zombie World is
It's
not in
like,
this format either.
and thank God, because if either of them were in this format, any zombie deck of any capacity would have been way too broken. But it's like, and more so in the modern, it's like, I absolutely despise dealing with vampire. I also despise dealing with Sky Striker. Striker, anything that's currently meta. I just the problem is when I'll give you a little bit of insight since we really don't play modern Yu-Gi-Oh with each other. I am more of a mid-range guy. That's always been the decks of mine that I like the most, whereas mostly mid-range. Unfortunately, the modern Yu-Gi-Oh mentality and mindset right now is at a point where mid-range is absolutely garbage. And dare I say, mid-range decks are, wait for it, nearly unplayable. And that bothers me a lot. And I guess according to some people in my friend circle, playing mid-range means that I'm indecisive and I'm a bad player. It's like, no, it's called the decks in the format are not designed for mid-range, and it's like you have to spend $1,800 for the best deck in the format right now for modern play and not dueltaining play, or you lose every duel.
Yeah, pretty much.
And the fact that it's gotten that hard in terms of pay to win mentality. No. Although truthfully, I would not mind I know you want to focus more on dueltaining, but I mostly have um lower powered modern decks. So if you want to do a session of modern dueling, go ahead. I will admit though, the
Nah.
only strongest deck I have has pretty much been my pet deck since day one, and that is Ancient Warrior.
You wouldn't want to fight my deck.
Now for
The
those
only modern deck I have is Thunder Dragon.
Well, funny enough, I just gotta wait for the rest of the cards to come in. I have Get Guardian, which funny enough can actually deal with Thunder Dragon, so there's that. Ancient Warrior can play the matchup pretty well. I just gotta be able to get Savage John Ying out turn one, and then it's like, oh, you want to put me under mistake with Thunder Dragon Colossus? Yeah, you're gonna have to pay taxes for that. Because Don Ying says, if I control a level 7 or higher Ancient Warrior monster, which is not hard to do in the deck, in order for you, my opponent, to activate cards or effects, you got to pay 400 life. And if there are 2 out on the field, that stacks. So 10 card effects could make you lose the duel. And most times with most of Thunder Dragon hands, it takes about
It only takes one to get. It only takes one to get
sometimes.
Colossus on the board.
Well, I know, but it's like going. I'm talking like going the full like combo route to make Colossus, Titan, and have Dragon Duo and Dragon Hawk in hand for their hand trap effects. It takes like 8 or 9 effects for the optimal route.
Nah, not even.
But again, that's only. I mean, again, that's only if you don't want to just end on Colossus. But if you end on just Colossus, it takes like 2 or 3, maybe 1. Depends on if you open Dragon Matrix or not.
If soup is unavailable, then I might have to end the stream.
That's understandable. I'm gonna skedaddle now. I just want to get my my opinions out there for modern play and dueltaining. Hopefully next week, since it's a free check and it's short, I can get the cards I need, which off of TCG Player. Shout outs to them, not a sponsor. They're just a cool merch site. Um, and the packages which I have do have the pot of greed, graceful, frontline base, and union hanger that I am missing for these bad boys. And once I get those cards together and I'm able to get things started, this deck is going to get way more fun. Because then I can actually be able to special summon boy. But I'll have to look into the database and our database on the Discord server
which is constantly being updated.
and figure out cool. Uh, I gotta figure out what other union cards are available. I may have misread it, but I thought I saw the Trap Union Scramble was legal. I'll
Yes,
have to
Union
look into
Scramble is
that
on
and then
the
maybe.
Union Scramble is on the format.
Okay, so that means I'll consider picking that up as well. It is one of the better traps. Pro tip for those who wish to play Union in this format like myself. I know it's legal, but do not play rollout. It's just not very good. Anyway, I gotta get going. All of you have a good night and enjoy the rest of your
Sir,
evenings.
I play
Hyper
rollout.
Flame, respectable, but that's because it's a singleton format. But if you were to look into speed duels professionally, it's really not advised to play rollout.
Yeah, I
But
know.
eh,
All right, see ya.
players is a eh. All right. I am out of here. Let's see if Discord's actually going to let me leave.
He has left the call. So, guys, while we wait to see if my other opponent's Soup can join us, what do you guys want to talk about? How you guys liking the duels? And are you guys interested in the format at all? You like dragon cards? I do have a dragon deck I'm working on. See if I can find it. Well, here's one of my dragon decks. I have a Red Eyes Black Dragon deck. It has Vanguard the Dragon, Red Eyes Black Dragon, Black Metal Dragon, Red Eyes Wyvern, Meteor Dragon, Red Eyes Darkness Dragon, Red Eyes Retro Dragon, and Red Eyes Baby Dragon for the dragons that are in the deck. Then I have a Blue Eyes deck as well. If I can find it. Oh yeah, the fusion cards are Black Skull Dragon and Meteor Black Dragon as well. Where did my Blue Eyes deck run off to? That is pretty strange. My Blue Eyes deck does not appear to... Oh, wait, here it is. Here's the Blue Eyes deck. It's got the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon and Dragon Master Knight. Alright, no problem, Renee. It's got 3 copies of Blue Eyes White Dragon. A copy of Luster Dragon. Copy of Hosanro. Paladin of White Dragon, and Blue Eyes Shining Dragon. Nice. If you're interested in joining the format, Renee, click on the Discord that's pinned in the link. But it appears that my opponent is not going to be here. So I'm going to put us on the outro, and I'll see you guys later.
Challenge people in your space and time. You represent your own opinion through unique design. Dealing with negativity and more. You've been sending all the signs I've been looking for. I'm crazy enough to be sane. Inside your membrane, you make me anxious to straight up enter your mind. Spend a few weeks inside to see what I find. Yeah, I'm anxious to live these thoughts from my brain. Clashing cells breaking my deepest threshold of pain. You make me anxious. People when you dance and cry, you imitate wonder of all when you arrive and lie. Dealing with negativity and more. You've been sending all the signs I've been waiting for. I'm crazy enough to be sane. Inside your membrane, you make me anxious to straight up into your mind. Spend a few weeks inside to see what I find. Yeah, I'm anxious to rid these thoughts from my brain. Clash just
Goodbye, mwah, and good night,